everyone, it's Aaliyah. I'm back. And the topic of discussion today I would like to discuss is a little bit of everything. But the main discussion is going to be about my sober life. Cause yeah, I've been on the sober path for like almost a year. It's about to be a year next month. We just tapped into February. Happy February, I guess. But next month makes a year of me not drinking. But I remember when I first started the route of being sober, the reason why I chose to be sober was because, so this is the story behind it. It all started, I'm gonna be real honest with this. I'm not even gonna so the first thing that made me think about taking the route was because I had a dream. This is when it gets spiritual. I had a dream that someone said, you need to stop drinking. Like somebody said to me in a dream, like, you need to stop drinking. And I remember the next morning I was just like, why would they tell me that? Like, why would but I took it the wrong way at first. I thought maybe the person meant because I drunk the night prior before when I had that dream, that maybe I shouldn't drink while I'm around this person or something. I took it like I was in denial of the truth of what the person was pretty much saying. They said what they said. You need to stop drinking. And I felt like it was an angel for sure. Someone from a different dimension, of course, that, was telling me like, it's time. It's time. Like, you've been doing this for too long. Moving along. So then, but I had this dream like a year prior before, which was 2021. I had this dream. So then around this time in 2022 of March, so I went to this grand opening of this like new event space or something. I went to this cute place. They had a grand opening not too far away from where I live, and it was an open bar situation. And I was just like, oh, around this time I was working so much, I was like, I'm gonna go out and step out and see what this place is about, since it's like not too far away from my house. And I went there and the crowd was like pretty lame. It wasn't my kind of crowd, but it's open bar, so I'm thinking maybe I'll loosen up and have a good time if I drink a little, as we all think, So the vodka they was serving was cheap. That's already a red flag. But once again, I'm drinking and I just kept drinking and I wasn't having any fun. Just sitting there and people watching at this point. And then at one point they had these food trucks right inside of this, because it's like an outdoor space, and they had like food trucks on the side. So I was like, I'm just gonna order some food, go to the food truck. All of a sudden I started feeling real dizzy out of nowhere. Remind you, I wasn't drunk. I only had like 2 drinks, and I know nobody put nothing in my drink because I ordered my own drinks for myself. So, but out of nowhere I was just feeling dizzy, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta sit down. So then I sit down, I started feeling, my body started feeling weird, and I'm like, you know what, I need to get the fuck out of here. I'm having a good time, this shit is trash, the people here are weird, like I'm getting the fuck out of here, like I can't. So then I get in a car, and once again it's almost like my experience of like not eating meat. Like I feel like I just get this enlightenment of like clarity, and I sat there to myself and I really thought, like, I didn't have water the whole night I was there. I'm drinking this cheap ass liquor. I felt nasty. Like, that's just how I felt. And this is an ongoing thing, because usually I started really thinking about my drinking journey. Like, it's kind of like a high. If you're smoking a blunt, you're going to continue with the high, like, and you're going to keep going. But with drinking, it's the same thing. Like, I like, some people know how to balance it out. Some people are very responsible when they drink, so they'll balance it out with drinking a lot of water. I never was that kind of drinker. I would just, if I'm drinking champagne, I'm gonna drink champagne the whole night, and that is that. I'm not drinking no water. And like, looking back on that now, I'm like, wow, that's really, really disgusting. That I just won't drink just a little bit of water, but I'm putting all this alcohol in my body. So I'm like, okay, it's time. I'm just gonna stop drinking. I can't do it anymore. And soon as I stopped drinking, around the time I was out of shape as well, I started losing a lot more weight faster. And just in general, like, I felt different, but I don't know. So let me just tell you my intake. Every time I sacrifice something, I receive a blessing or a new talent. And I feel like that's how I developed my talent with painting. Cause, you know, I gave up drinking, so I remember I used to sit on this couch every Sunday and drink a whole bottle of wine. And you don't know what it's doing to your body, because you put in all this poison in your body. So I don't know, but I stopped drinking, and then I started getting these visions of me painting, and that's how I got into painting. And I felt like that the gift of painting is a gift from God, because I didn't even know I had that talent. You know, even like the paintings I've done, I show my mentor, and he's like, you did that? It was unbelievable, because I'm not even a year into painting, but I paint as if I've been painting for like 2 years. And he's like, nah, that's not true. That's some spirit thing. And I'm like, yeah, I know. You know, it's definitely like an interesting journey. But most importantly, I would say, in regards to me not drinking, I remember when I first decided to step out in a social event, and I was like, how's this gonna go? Because everybody's gonna be drinking and socializing. Like, how does this go? And it actually was an amazing experience. I can say that my experience in general with being in certain, like, a lot of rooms, even like our Basel that I just passed, I was like, damn, like, this is gonna be my first Basel with me not drinking, with all these open bar situations. But I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like a master in a room, because I'm watching everyone and I'm sizing up the room. And I'm getting high off of other people's like frequency. So I'm looking for a high. I'm looking for someone who I could like literally on a natural kind of thing attract to. Instead of, because when you're drinking, right, if you really like drunk or like lit, you gonna talk to anybody. I know, because I used to be that kind of drunk. Like, you drunk, you're unconscious of what the fuck is really going on. That's why I personally feel like, I even realized dating is not good. Especially when you're getting to know someone, on the first date, you should not drink. Because some people think they had a good date, but nah, the drinks were just good. Now, dating is so intense, especially for guys who really don't have real personalities, or they wear masks, because I'm really paying attention to you on a whole different level. I'm not drinking. I'm here to really get to know you. Like, who are you? And that's why they say, oh, it takes time to get to know somebody. Not really. If you look at everything with a sober mind, and you do things more soberly, and you feel, and you tap into feeling things on another frequency, no, it won't take that long. I instantly could tell if somebody's wearing a mask around me. Like, oh, this person isn't real. This person is like trying to impress me. If I want to, I could tap into that person's frequency, and I could tell if that person's nervous around me. I could tell if that person's trying to put on a facade. It's an interesting journey to be on. But like I said, I feel like a master in the room, because people don't know. I'm watching you on a whole different level. I'm sizing up the room, and I don't have to fake the fun anymore. You know, I feel like also people drink so they can try to have a good time. I'm not of that age anymore to try to have a good time. If I'm not having a good time, I'm leaving. You get what I'm saying? And also I realized that you know, now I'm looking for a new high, because I don't smoke weed anymore. Even I'm not gonna hold you, if I go to New York, I'll smoke, because it's hard to avoid. But the only thing is I won't overindulge. That's another thing. Like, discipline. Everything's about discipline. You know what I mean? Like, I won't overindulge in anything anymore. I used to overindulge in so many things. Now I'm like, because I like to still be aware of what the fuck is going on around me. I want to be conscious of everything. I'm one of those people, I like to be in control of my environment and be in control of the room, as well as know what the fuck is going on around me. I don't like to be unaware and unconscious of things that's going on around me, because that's how you get set up. That's how people try to... There's a lot of weirdos, you know, in this place. A lot of people aren't real or honest or fair, or just, I don't know. I just don't trust people. So a person like myself, I always want to be aware of my surroundings. So, you know, but yeah, I would never, it's funny because like, it's funny because now when I tell people like I don't drink, people like treat me like I'm Mother Teresa, and they be like, well, you know, I don't drink like that, and they feel like they need to explain themselves. But it's like, I'm not judging you. I really used to drink people under the table. Like, I used to really get fucked up. That's why I'm able to get to this level to stop drinking, because now I'm looking for a new thrill. My new thrill is sober life. Like, I'm really high off life now. I'm like, I get high off of inspiration. Do you know what it feels like to walk inside of a room full of inspiration? Like, I remember Basel, I walked inside of this art exhibit and I was in there for like 5 hours because I got so high off of all the art I seen. Because everybody, I don't know, I realized I have a thing for rebellious artists because it's relatable to me. Like, I like artists who are rebels and they just do what the fuck they want. Not the mediocre shit. They just do like, this is how the fuck I feel about today's world. You have a problem with it, you're the problem, not me. So I was in there and I was just I got so high off inspiration. I was just like, oh my gosh. So yeah, it's an interesting journey to be on. Would I ever go back to drinking though? I would have to be in a certain room. To tell you the truth, I don't think I would. I always say that, like, maybe if I'm in a certain room, which is like a life-changing experience that I probably know for a fact I will never experience again, and there's nothing but top shelf like being served. Like, my thing is champagne. I love champagne overall. So if it's like Dom P going around, Ace of Spades, that type of shit, and it's like experiencing like a room that is just like, oh my god, I probably would take like 1 swig of champagne, 2 glasses max of champagne. But then I say that now, but then if I get in that room, I probably wouldn't do it either, because I will probably most likely try to be more engaging with other people, and I'll probably be afraid of how I feel if I do drink, because I haven't drunk in so long. So it's kind of like complex for me to even answer that question, you know, to even say if I would go back to that. Because I don't think I would. I don't know. I'm gonna put in my bio too, it's this this video of 50 Cent even talking about how he pretty much talking about his sober life, how he doesn't drink either, and his philosophy on the power of not drinking, you know, and how, same thing, like I explained, how you're in control of your environment, and especially like, you know, it's a superpower, low-key it is, because you can get information out of people when they're drunk. Like, and it's crazy because I randomly came across this video, like it was a magic behind me seeing, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, So I am and like I am doing the right thing. Like as a person, I feel like when you step into this place of being like your own boss or entrepreneur or whatever, you have, I feel like it's a part of your life where you can't do a lot of things you used to do anymore, because it's a certain responsibility you have. Like even 50 Cent in the video that like I said, I'm putting in my bio, which is the most powerful part of everything, is that you could wake up in the morning after a long ass night. You could wake up bright and early and not have a hangover and still take your ass to the gym or handle your handles. I love that. I think that's my favorite part about not drinking, is that is that there's been like for example, this Basil that just passed, I was fucking hanging out 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and then I'll get up at 7 o'clock and I'll still get up, eat my breakfast and do my morning meditation and be fine. Compared to the year before, you know, that, or just in general, just hanging out, you waking up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I feel like if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed all sluggish, you're not gonna get much done. And I'm in a different place in my life where I can't afford to do that, even though I probably could, but I think that's just irresponsible. So yeah, a part of being an entrepreneur, a part of being your own boss and everything is discipline. Learning to discipline yourself. Even, and like I said, I don't judge anybody who chooses to not drink. I mean, who chooses to drink, but I feel like life is about balance, and eventually sometimes you gotta take a break and just let your body cleanse itself out from that, you know. But I get it, live your life, do what you gotta do. Like I said, I ain't judging nobody who, because like I said, people always feel like when they come around me, I'm judging them about them drinking. I used to get fucked up. Like I've been drinking ever since I was 16. I think it's I think it's time for me to, I'm at that age where I'm just like, okay, I've done that already. Now I'm looking for, I'm on a new thrill, you could say. I'm on a whole new thrill. But yeah, whenever you guys get a chance, check out that link in my bio of 50 speaking on his experience. I think it's pretty interesting. And yeah, I feel like moral of the story is life is just mainly about discipline, and eventually we have to cross over to the other side and be very disciplined with ourselves, because it goes a long way. And I feel like that's the reason why I have gotten blessed with being, you know, this self-sufficient and being this person who is free as fuck to work for myself and do what I gotta do as a free contractor. And it's because I've proven to the higher source that I can discipline myself and, you know, not get too caught up in temptation, because it's only temptation, temporary fun, but in the long run it could kind of fuck you over. So can't afraid to take that out. But yeah, if you guys like this video, feel free to like and subscribe, share or whatever. And until next time, loves you.